Hi, it's Gord here, and in my quest to teach you cool tech to help you in your video creation work, I'm going to take a deeper dive this evening and look at Adobe Spark Video. Adobe Spark Video is a free app that's available as a web client product or on the iOS platform. So let's take a closer look. So what is Adobe Spark Video? Adobe Spark Video is a super easy to use app that you can use to make a video with animated features, with music, and with a voiceover track. Actually, it's great for telling stories or doing simple explainer videos. And it's so easy that, anyone can do it. I haven't seen a product that's simpler than this to use. What I like most about the product is that there's no need to film video, okay? You just choose a storyboard, narrate your story, and then you can customize it with the click of a mouse. And there's a number of things you can do, like choose different themes, which will automatically manage things like font styles, colors, animations, transitions. It's just extremely powerful with just the simple click of a mouse. And like in addition to the themes, there's a small number of different layouts that you can use that have the ability to put one thing or two things on, and captions, and those things can be like text, images, or what are called icon graphics. And so it's very simple to use, not too many choices to confuse you. And then after you've completed your storyboard and you're ready to make use of the video, all you need to do is save it. And in your saving, you have the option to download it as an MP4 file, or you can share it to social media. You get a link. And that can be done in Facebook and in Twitter and through an email, or even an embed code to use on your website. Anyways, all told, the product is very simple to use, and you can create something very quick. And now let's take a deeper look and see the process to actually create a video. Okay, so here we are doing a little bit of a deeper dive into Adobe Spark Video. This is the My Projects area, and we have the project here, which is the first video that we created that was shown in our last video introducing Adobe Spark Video. But I'm going to first show you the feature of the storyboard. We click on a plus there and we go into video because we're working on the Spark Video component in the Adobe Spark set. And as you can see here, you can start to enter a title or an idea or some kind of information here to start, but we're just going to skip that because I'm just going in quickly to show you the storyboard. So there's several template ideas that you can use, or you can start from scratch. If you want to start from scratch here, you just click on Start from Scratch and it's just going to give you a blank slate of slides. But if you choose one of these preset templates, you can, have some direction on the storyboard. So let's just say we chose Show and Tell. Pick this one. You're going to see now at the bottom a series of slides that have some prompts and suggestions. So as you can see, as I click on each slide, the information up here changes, which is the direction for the storyboard. So going back to the beginning of the About Me slide, it says introduce yourself, make it personal to connect with your audience, or reinforce your credibility. And then the direction for slide 2 may be show your project or the thing you're sharing, highlight what's interesting about it. Then the why, explain why you're working on it or why you picked it to share. Why are you excited or passionate about it? So as you can see, it's kind of cool because it just gives people a starting point, and based on some, I'm sure some kind of best practices for simple storyboarding, you got a head start here to help you with your creativity. Then no matter what slide you're on, you can see up top here, this pop-up shows that you can choose to put an icon in, which will bring on the right side up an icon search technology for you to pursue that. A photo, which will bring up the Add Photos interface, where you can either upload a photo or find photos or pull from some other pre-existing services you may have or software. And then text, you can also key in text by just clicking that. Anyways, so again, different slides for the storyboard with prompts. It's just to help you to think about what you want to compose on the slide. So we're going to leave out there, and I'm going to go back to my projects. I'm going to go into the smoothie project here to start to show you some of the features about creating video inside Adobe Spark Video. So as you can see here, there's a whole series of slides here. We used, I think it was show and tell storyboard, but that information is not visible here now because we've already created the slides. But as you can see, as I click on each slide, there's some of them have different structures. These ones have two things visible. This one, again, two things. This one has one thing with a caption or text underneath. Here's one with just a picture, and another one with just a picture. Here's the title slide with a photograph in the background and text overlay. So as you can see, there's a sort of a standardized set of slide layouts. And as you can see here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different layouts from which to choose. It's not a great variety, but from a standpoint of having simplicity in a product so that you can create video quickly, it works quite well for what it is. So if I click on another slide here, you can see it's showing the layout highlighted in white called two things. So we have two things here. As you can see, there's an image and then there's text there. If I go to another slide here, over here with the girl here, you can see that it was one thing, and we can tell obviously that that was a photo. So it brings us back to the Find Photos interface. Okay, and again back here, if we come to slide here, you can see that this here is what's called an icon graphic. So when I clicked on that, it brought up the Find an Icon a feature. So as you can see, that was an icon, but I could actually change it. Even though I've already got it here, I can go to a photo, or to do text, you know, I can go back and forth. And likewise, every one of the slides, aside from the layout, may also have a voice recording. And to demonstrate that, I'm just going to pick a slide here and show you so that you can listen to what's recorded there. So the intro slide, we click on play here. So as you can see, that was simple and clear. We'll go later in our slide set and hear what we got here. Press play. So she said when you can have a power-packed delicious smoothie. Now if I wanted to change what was on there, I could just click on the record button and it will go over top of what's there. And I just hold, and it's like a re-record without having to be knowledgeable about audio editing or anything. So I'm going to just demonstrate that by quickly adding a slide in here beside that. I click a plus here to add a slide, and then I'm going to click a photo. And because we did a search there last time, I'm going to just type in smoothie again and see what comes up. And see if there's someone drinking smoothie here. Here we go. Here's a guy having a smoothie. And now if we wanted to, we can zoom, control the zoom here. And we're going to go back a bit so we can get him all in there. Zoom's about, you know, the only image feature that you can use, image editing, sort of pseudo editing kind of feature that you can utilize inside Spark. But that's part of the simplicity of it. So now if I wanted to record something, I'll just click on the record button here. Yummy, I'm enjoying my smoothie. So now we'll press that. So as you can see, it recorded my voice. Now again, if I want to re-record, I just need to click on the microphone and hold it down, and it's as simple as that. Enjoying my smoothie on a hot summer day. Now let's play. So as you can see also, the music's playing in the background, and there was nothing to do to mix that together. It's just simple, quick, and easy to do. Anyways, we don't want that slide to mess up our storyboard, so I'm going to delete it. That's gone. And now a couple other things. Now you see, wait, delete. Yes, delete. There we go. Now, if I want to change the whole look of things like fonts, background images, color, borders on pictures, animation transitions. So like when you see this, that showed a pop in kind of animation in the transitions of the slide. And then here, see what this one looks like. Yeah, that came from top down. So there's a certain series of animations and features that come in what are called the themes. Now, if I click on theme, there's a whole bunch here. And when you choose a different theme, everything's addressed from you from a design standpoint, from the colors to, so for icons, in this case, this slide has a white icon. It could be a black icon or different colored. You don't have to make a decision. The decisions are done by the software, and it's all done synchronizing everything from font styles, sizes of fonts, colors of icons, background images, transitions that go in the video. All of these things are managed just by the click of a button. So if I click on here and change this to what's called the candy theme, you're going to see down below here, it changes all of the slide colors to this pink. And as you can see in the slide we're looking at here, the icon has now got a sort of a creamy colored look, and the text is in what looks to be almost italicized, and it got a blue color. And so you can see that was totally changed. And if I click on the play, you see that the image and the text slid in from the left and to go from the right to the left, and it was sliding in addition with some form of like panning animation. So as you can see, there's lots of things you can do, and we can try one other. We'll click on the colorful theme here. Again, now see the slides are being redone, and you can see different text again, different colors on the icon, all kinds of different stuff. And then one last one I'm going to show you called grunge. And then you can see in this one, the actual images have been rough edged. The font is a grungy looking font, and there's a background. And if I click play, you can see that the background actually had moving elements to it. So the grunge background is actually, in essence, an animated style background. So as you can see, so much happens with just the click of a mouse. That's the beauty and power and simplicity of a product like this. But with that means that you can't control a lot of things. So for example, I can't mix the audio levels and volume levels with the voiceover. That would be something that would be a more sophisticated element that I may use in other tools for audio and video editing. I couldn't change the size of the fonts. I couldn't change the background. I couldn't change, a lot of the elements here. But again, I'm looking at that more from someone who's, more technical inclined, with the ability to manage a variety of different software pieces or apps like iMovie on iOS, or, Camtasia Studio on Windows, more elaborate video editing type software. That's why ultimately this kind of product is best suited for the newcomer or beginner type person, or if someone's more skilled and just wants to produce something more quickly. Last element I want to show here is music. By default, we had something called building tall. To change it, you just need to click on another link, and it's as simple as that. It's going to apply the track to the movie that's here. This is taking a little while to process. Oh, there it is. I'm going to click play. So as you can tell, it was a totally different track, and you'll want to play with all kinds of things before you choose what you want to do. So that's the beauty of it. You can have fun by just the click of a mouse, as I call it, click of a button, and your design work is kind of done for you. Now, to ultimately create your product that you've built, you need to click on share here, and under share there's a download option. And if you click on that, it will actually render the video, show a progress bar across the top, and then when it's done, it'll start to auto download onto your computer. In addition, you can do what's called create a link, or in this case, they're saying update a link because I already had a link created, but I've done some modifications. But this link you can then utilize, you can copy it, and then it's going to be shareable in Facebook, Twitter, email, or to actually embed inside something like a website. So as you can see, this is nice in that it gives you a few options, meaning you can take the video output, or you can use a link to share through social media. And that pretty much rounds out the demo or the deeper dive look inside Adobe Spark Video. And I hope you get a better idea from this experience, this demo and deep dive, as to how you would use it if it's something that interests you based on your skill set. And thank you. Now that we've gone through the tutorial, I'd like to just do a brief summary of looking at Adobe Spark Video from a newbie's perspective, and then that would be followed by the perspective of an intermediate or advanced video creator. So first off, from a newbie perspective, the thing about this software that makes it so incredible, actually there are a number of things. The first being you have a set of storyboards to choose from with predefined story directions, so you already get a nice kickstart for creative thinking. Next, you don't have to do any video editing or shooting required. There's no video and clip integration possible, so you don't have to worry about being a videographer, because the video you're creating is actually based on a slide approach. There's no time-consuming animations to create, yet your finished product has some nice animations, so that's a great feature. There's no specialized audio editing required. You just use one button press recording right inside the application. And so all you really need to do is to plan your voice narration and sync your slides to the voice track you lay down for each slide. There's no photo editing, so you just need to either bring in some of your own images or search through the facility online in the application that you have access to, the other sources. There's also no graphics to design. Unless you decide to do that outside, you're welcome to do things and import images, but in theory you don't have to. Royalty-free music selections. A number of selections of music come inside the tool, and you can just play different ones and see which suits you. Or of course you can add your own music. So a lot of these features that may appear to be limiting to the newbie, they're great because they don't have to have technical skills and to utilize multiple pieces of software to produce a finished product. Also, all formatting is done for you. When you choose a theme, one theme or another theme, all the fonts, text styles, text colors, and formatting, it's all automatically done for you. You just basically need to choose the finished product look that you're trying to achieve based on the selections available, which is rather convenient. So really, in summary, you're focusing on the story that you want to craft and do your voice recording, and then you have a very quick and easy creation process, and you don't need to use other software to produce a finished product. And then when you're done, you can click for the creation of a downloaded video file, which is an MP4 file, or create a share link. Then share the link in Facebook, Twitter, email, or even embed code created for your website. So from the standpoint of a newbie or beginner video creator, the whole process is highly simplified, all integrated into one-stop shop, and makes it a great product for people like this. In contrast, when you compare the skills that a beginner video creator has to an intermediate video creator, the intermediate video creator will likely have some familiarity with a number of different softwares to do things like video editing, audio editing, graphics work, etc. So they'll have more skills to be able to do more with the creation process, which gives them more freedom and more flexibility. So to these people, they may perceive and will perceive Adobe Spark Video as kind of limiting. And I'm going to list a few of those reasons why if you're this skilled a person. So for example, there's no ability to embed or import any externally created video. So there's no other clips that you can integrate it. No B-rolls clips can come in or main video footage at all. You also have to live with the animations defined by the theme that you choose, and there are no animation changes possible within a given theme. So if the animations are not appealing, then the only option you have is to test out another theme. That's kind of quite limiting. Audio levels for music and voice recorded can't be changed. So if you don't like the mix of the sound, you can't do anything about that. And again, this is all because of the simplicity and design of the software. It's better suited for those that are more beginner style, that just want an end result and don't need to know about these kind of technical details. Likewise, photos can't be edited either. You know, all editing needs to be done externally, but you can do that outside if you want, and then bring in, you know, an edited photo, or if you choose. So nothing stopping you there. The music selections are also limited, and because there's no mixing control, you may want to consider producing your own music from outside. I mean, acquiring and bringing in your own music from outside, but there's limited choices in the music, so that's another shortcoming. The last couple of points, there's no ability to set any text attributes. So no font styling, no color changes or sizes. You know, there's just little that you can do for formatting and changing of text. Also, the layouts, the actual slide layouts themselves only allow you to put a few things on and some text and icons and images, but the styles are, the layout styles are just limited to about a handful. So that again is limiting to an intermediate or more advanced person that has the ability to sort of freestyle layout. And the concept of themes here, which is a great thing for a beginner, which we've talked about in the summary for the newbies, is very limiting to someone that's more skilled, because you can't tweak any of the parameters in the themes other than selecting another theme, which is like a wholesale change. And that would mean all of a sudden, when you click from one theme to another, you're using a different set of animations, colors, background, design, the whole thing changes. So again, it's kind of like an all or nothing phenomenon, which is kind of limiting to the more skilled person. And there are no real rendering options. There's only one predefined MP4 rendering. So to conclude, I would say that Adobe Spark Video is best suited for the beginner video creator, or even for those that are a little more skilled but just want to do a simple project and flexibility and sophistication is not required. So from that standpoint, it can be a very effective and fast product to do a creation. And you need to assess the tool by thinking about your skill set, how much time you want to invest in the actual effort to create something, and what is the goal of what you're doing. Again, a great product for the right people, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and review. And if you liked it, it would be great if you show me by pressing the like button below the video or sharing a comment. And by all means, if you like the kind of product I'm creating, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.